And we're back with more Digimon. Today we'll be taking up some of these side quests. Poor cold Digimon. Kind-hearted girl, candy store on Broadway, 3rd floor. Saw a metal Greymon when I was walking outside. It was so cold and sad. Will you take a blanket to it? Okay. Detective, please, I have a favor to ask you. So, when I went out into Shinjuku with my mother the other day, I saw this mysterious navy blue creature. When I asked, my friend he said that's Metal Greymon. But anyway, his face looked really sad and he looked cold, like he was going to freeze to death. I only give the creature a warm quilt as a present. Will you come with me to that store over there? Please go inside and see our quilt. Today is a sale on, special lower price just for today. Wow, look at that. The blanket looks really fluffy and warm. Well, miss, you certainly have a good eye. This blanket is made of high-quality materials. Just ask your babysitter if you can get it. Please, detective, please buy that one. I'm sure the creature will really like it. I think it was originally 12,000 yen, but it's on sale for today for 10,000 yen. Is this the one you want? Do you think this girl can pay that much? Okay. It's fine. It's not like I don't get tons of money from my farm production anyway. Thank you. I'm sure this will make the creature happy. Unless not allowed to go too far away. So I'd like to take this as the creature instead. Please, detective? Oh, alright. I'm doing all the legwork here, but you know what? It's fine. Your intentions are pure, and I respect that. Guess we're going to Shinjuku. So I actually paid attention to where we're going this time, so that's great. Huh? What? Bulletin board has padded people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to us? The detective agency's got to be behind this. Else I didn't read that last part. We got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on, what's this about that bulletin board? People are saying this place is taking a turn for even weirder. Alright. Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration they're letting out now. We definitely aren't lacking in people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What do you say? I'm helping everyone I can. I was going to clear out some of those side quests. I didn't even know that was the story prereq. Again, the game doesn't tell me any of that. Well, how hard can it be to find Metal Greymon, of all things, around here? No, can't go that way. Alright. She actually said Shinjuku. I know I'm not going crazy. Ah, there you are. Hiding around the corner. What is it? You don't want anything, just go away. I'll bite you. A little human girl got this for me. I look cold, so she asked you to bring me this. Wow. Oh, it's so warm. To be honest, it wasn't actually cold. After I came to this world, I was afraid some heartless humans would attack me, so I quickly changed my body. But because I rushed, the changes in my body hasn't caught up yet, so I'm walking around in pain like this. I suppose I must have looked cold. So make it super warm. Humans are actually very nice. Could you please give this to that little girl, please? Old music box. Please tell her I said thanks for the blanket. Well, see, maybe the world does have some warmth and kindness in it, huh? Maybe it's not all so bad. Maybe it doesn't have to be doom and gloom all the time, right? That's a rhetorical question. The answer is yes. Sometimes it's okay to look on the positive side of things. It's actually a thing I really learned to detest as I get older, is people confusing jaded cynicism for wisdom. There is a fundamental difference, and everyone should begin to acknowledge that. Let's see, she should be on the 3rd floor. Actually, I could have just taken the escalator. It would have put me right next to her, but it's fine. Detective, you don't have the blankets. You found the creature then, right? Was he happy with it? Really? That's great. The creature gave me a present. The odd-shaped music box plays a sweet tune from the palm of the little girl's hand. I don't know what to say, but for some reason I feel all warm and tingly. Even though it's a little cold today, that's weird. Detective, thank you for taking my case. I see. I'm moving to Hokkaido tomorrow. I was feeling sad about having to leave all my friends, and hearing this made me feel better. Aww. That's nice. See, I like the side quests that are a lot like that. Like the one about Minervamon, for instance, was also a good example, because she genuinely cared about the guy, but it was misunderstood that she was like some kind of cyber stalker or something. Ooh. Ever get hit with a sudden wave of nostalgia and listen to a music box? Me too. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud. Nakano's Legendary Busters. Let's finish these up real quick. Constant bragging. Banjo Leomon won't stop bragging. My friend warned me. Someone please make Banjo Leomon stop. Akihabara. Let's change my shirt for this episode. That's kind of cool. We'll do that one. Don't know what it's implying by saying it's popular with junior high kids, but eh. Whatever, it goes with the yellow and black. Oh, there you are. I do like hiding in these old mazes. Need to get up there. Alright. Really do not like teleport maze. It's kind of a lazy design. And it's like, oh, well, you teleported. So what do you need sense of direction for? I mean, really? Look, you see this? I'm totally ripped. They're calling me Badass Leomon because such an amazing physique. Yeah. Who are you? Scratch that. It doesn't matter. Come over here and listen to this anyway. And don't be such a wuss. Let me tell you what Bancho means. The title of Bancho is only given to those who have experienced many battles, hardship, and strife, and still manage to stand on their own 2 feet. Singular? That's what a Bancho is. The power comes from the effort you put in every day to be true to the justice you believe in. This is the first time Bancho Leomon has grabbed me, too, but by the look of it, he's always like this. There he can go on bragging non-stop for 3 hours once he gets started. I feel sorry for my friends that have to put up with him. I'm really getting tired of this. Only 5 Digimon have ever earned the title of Bancho. Banchos are basically the greatest of all Digimon. Among them, I'm the greatest of all Banchos. What's the matter? Are you scared? Now that you mention it, other than you, who else has the title of Bancho? Well... There have been 5. Isn't that the number? So you Digivolve into Bancho Leomon, just call yourself Bancho, right? That's, what the heck? This is stupid. I'm going home. Stop! You think you can just make fun of me like that and get away with it? I'll show you. I'll show you just how strong a Bancho is. Nah. Hey, you, don't just stand there. Help! Ah, get to kill. We get to Leomon another Leomon, guys. Guy's got HP for days. That's what this is for. I wonder how that works. Does that damage move? Does that bump it from 25 to like 30, maybe? It must, because that was a lot of damage. Almost got it. $13 XP from a level. That's annoying. Okay, like Betamon said, I accept that you're stronger than me. But please don't tell anyone about this. So, you're saying anyone can call this a Bancho if they become a Bancho Leomon. That's what Bancho means. You get Digimon that all other Digimon respect. If you keep quiet, I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Well, do you know what I've decided to do? So stop bragging. Please stop bragging. Could you please stop bragging? What? Everyone hates my long-winded stories? You have to stop bragging? But I love it so much! I understand. I'm sorry I bothered you with my company. Great. You know, it's nice to hear them once in a while, though. Your stories, I mean. Just maybe try to keep them a bit shorter. Thank you, Betamon. See, it's sort of funny in its own way. Betamon comes from beta beta, or grimy. But it also could be read as beta, as in secondary. So it's like, you have the Bancho, the cool guy. It's a Chad meme, is what I'm saying. There we go. Alright, let's book it. Ah, come on. Should have turned on the encounter reduction, but I forgot. Alright. All is well, we're on our way. Great work. Let's say a party cup of coffee. How about you don't? Not enough food. My master's really sad and doesn't even eat. I want to make some good food, but I can't do it. Help me. Growlmon on Broadway 3rd floor. Don't really understand why some quests just teleport you there and some you have to walk. I don't really understand why it wouldn't be all of one or one of the other. What is the tallest mountain in Japan? That, I think, is Mount Fuji. I think that's kind of the entire point. I mean, I could be wrong, but... Alright, let's find our client. Oh, you know what? Before I forget again, let's put on high security. I'm just guessing. I legit do not remember my way through here. Oh, hey, what do you know? That worked. You're here about the case, right? Thank you for taking this on. The truth is, recently, my master hasn't been feeling well. Her appetite has gone, and she hasn't been eating her meals. If she keeps not eating like this, I'm sure she'll faint, so I was thinking of making some of her favorite ramen. So, as I need more bones to make the broth, I'd like you to get one from Ogremon. I'm pretty sure Ogremon's somewhere around here. Please go find him. Yeah, alright. Let's go beat up Ogremon and take his stuff. No, right there. What do you want with me? You've been sent by Growlmon to borrow a bone from me. That might be a problem. See, this bone is a trophy I took from Skull Greymon when I beat him. I can't let it go so easily, I'm afraid. Growlmon is a friend of mine. When you put it that way, I suppose I'm okay with it if you'll play with me first. If you beat me, I'll lend you the bone. You ready? It's a Skull Greymon bone? How did a champion beat an ultimate that easily? Guess we'll size you up and find out for ourselves, won't we?
See.
Almost. Alright. I sure worked up one heck of a sweat. Promise is a promise, I guess. Here, take it. Make sure you tell Growlmon to bring it back to me when he's finished. Huh? This is for cooking with? Are you guys insane? Yep. Yeah, we kinda are. Like, what kind of broth would that make? You're essentially using like a fossilized dinosaur bone at this point. I don't know what to think of this. That's perfect, thank you. With this, I should be able to finish the ramen. Just wait a sec. Done, I made the ramen. I'd like you to take this to my master in Eden. You want me to bring this to her in person? I couldn't, it's too embarrassing. It's the first time I've ever given my master a gift, you see. My master should be at the entrance to Eden, so if you wouldn't mind. Alright, I'll help a bro out. But, like, we will be emphasizing that it's from you, I mean, just saying. Going the wrong way, I think. No. Confusing the steps in my process here. Abi, Mount Fuji is correct. I was pretty sure I was right. There's a reason it's such a big, like, landmark in Japanese media. Nope, I took the wrong exit, that's all. There we go. Oh, wasn't far at all. Huh? Who are you? What do you want? I'm in a bad mood. Leave me alone. What's this? Ramen? But you're a complete stranger. How did you know that's my favorite food? Wait, where did you even get that? I'm on a diet right now. I'm not eating meals. That's one sentence. That's one idea. It's not one sentence, but it is one idea. There should not even be a text select prompt here. Growlmon, you're saying he made this? No, but I can't. I'm not allowed to eat ramen or cake or anything like that while I'm on my diet. It smells so delicious. Maybe just a little bit. Delicious. It's so delicious. This is so weird. I just can't seem to get enough. Alright, my work here is done. Oh, hello. That was the first meal my master had eaten in 3 days. She hadn't eaten anything, and her health was deteriorating. I was worried. But she's okay again. Now that I've given her this delicious ramen, she will surely start eating again. Thank you so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, my master wouldn't have recovered. Yeah, that sounds like a really, really unhealthy process. So I'm glad I was able to resolve that one. Nice. Last one. Dr. Datamon develops medicine. I'm a famous expert at making Digimon medicine. Call me Dr. Datamon. I need help with my research. I don't know why I hesitated. It's just the hospital. I know exactly where I'm going. Let's see. Now I need to find where Dr. Datamon is chilling. Here it is. Oh, you're right here. Hi, thanks for coming here, Detective. I'm Datamon. Everyone calls me Dr. Datamon, though. The reason I called you here, as I'm sure you well know, is to help me with the development of my new medicine. I, of course, mix medicinal concoctions together. However, I need you to go and gather the medicinal plants I need for this. The plants should be in this digital space, but I need you to go and collect them for me. What am I after, Doc? Mystery herb. How'd it go? Did you manage to find any plants? These are, wow, some fine quality. It was like 10 paces away. My apologies, but I need another 2 in order to make my medicine, Lucimon's wings and Platinum Sukumon's thing. Oh dear. You can find Lucimon's wings by picking things up from the ground just like the others, but Platinum Sukumon's thing is a different story. Sometimes a Platinum Sukumon appears around here and drops one when he is defeated. Be patient and please do your best to look for it. Thank you. So I should probably turn my... Oh, that's not encounter up, that's force encounter. Overcompensating here. Well, it's not like we can't wrap these guys up, no problem. Well, let's explore around then, I guess. That looks promising. Alexandrite, which is a vendor trash item. I don't remember Kirenmon showing up here before. Oh, it's very weak, Kirenmon. The best I could do laps and just hope to... Oh. Well then. Alright, give us your thing. There's no interpretation of that word that makes this okay to me. Platinum Sukumon's question mark. Why does it use the healing item icon? I don't. That makes me unhappy. It is data, but it has a fragrance? Oh, that's awful. How did it go? Did you find them? Sure did. Ah, that's it. Wow, the color and texture of these Lucimon's wings you just picked up. They'll be perfect for this medicinal mixture I'm making now. This Platinum Sukumon's thing is even shinier than a rare metal. It's amazing, truly amazing. Why are you squinting at me like that? Thanks to you, Detective, I'll be able to make very high-quality medicine. With these amazing ingredients, I'll be able to create medicine that nourishes Digimon, improves general bodily function, and... Ah, what are you making that horrible face at me? Anyway, job well done, Detective. Thanks for assisting me with this. I believe the case is now solved. Alright. Now that we've knocked all those out. Medicinal research to save Digimon from disease. Now to hope for a breakthrough. You look deep in thought. What's up? It's about the same as your coffee, if it must be honest. This is a case from Broadway management. There are strange rumors in Broadway. Solve them with these guys. What you got? Oh, you guys. Hi. Hey there, May. You're early today. Of course. We heard you had something intriguing to share at the club. How could we not rush over? May, come down. You sound a little over-eager. Sorry, Detective. She's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya Hirosaka experiment earlier as well. Calling me surprised to see you all still part of the occult club. It takes guts to stay around to what happened in Shibuya. That's all on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, they're it all to you now that I know there really are strange mysteries like that lurking around the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening. You have to know what you're up against to survive. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you all when you're busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job as in Inoden Occult Research Club. Inoden? I don't know. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomenon going on these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? When you put it like that, isn't it obvious? Nakano is leagues apart from anything else you could call an occult mecca around here. Exactly, I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hoped for out of the Vice President. May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting all hyped up even more, you know. Well, what I said is still true. All sorts of weird and unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that set up blood gushing out of its mouth and eyes in the lobby on the first floor. The lobby on the first floor lobby, for starters. Nice sentence structure there, kid. Then there's a skeleton pool, home to the pile of abandoned corpses that turn to bones overnight. Rumor also has it late at night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. And then you got all the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All these things remain unsolved, so naturally... Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. You did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base, and as a detective, if you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all long in the past. Aww. What a long face. I didn't say the case wouldn't be up your alley. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Then of course we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there are just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here, and I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want you to figure out what's behind Three-Legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then I want you to look into Kata Kata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Those all sound great. This is going to be a lot of fun to work on. I've given these legends their names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now, it's all on you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? We go for it? Okay, this is so exciting. Can't wait to get started. Everyone heading to K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up! Those 2 sure can't contain themselves. Well, I better indulge them and head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. Don't think you can take it easy now. You're joining up with them, too. Alright. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your system kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Snek's body. Control over data is slipping. Really, Snek seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. I mean, I am kind of a good-natured idiot. Now we're well into the night, and our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, I might as well start on the 1st floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now and go from there. Alright, let's get to work. What's up? Figured out little of three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was the popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. So, the doll's character? I wouldn't go that way if I was you. It's just a bad direction to head at this hour. Okay, I'll go the other way then. Turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to Matthew's story. As she lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan, and we tried to send her the final piece to her, a single leg. Because it turns out Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently walking around with much difficulty on his three legs, roaming about here and there, forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. This is a little demented. You guys know that, right? DLC lady is just pretending none of this is happening. You know, I think Manaka and Kenji make for a cute pair, don't you? Oh, don't tell him I said that, okay? Feels really creepy at night. I mean, during the day, there are some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright, on to the second floor. Now to turn our attention to Katakata. All time's a-wasting. Off we go. Alright, what's the deal, guys? From what I can tell, Katakata is derived from the famous Teke Teke legend. Teke Teke is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Katakata is therefore an altered form that Teke Teke came to adopt after many years. Is it the legs chasing you? The name Teke Teke supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves with her arms. So where does Katakata come from? Beats me. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go 150 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. That checks out. Manaka's such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about occult stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the third floor. What will we run up into in here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, everyone. Don't know why I look weirded out. You seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Hey, Monica, how are things going with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me. But there are times where I talk about love in the middle of the night. If you happen to meet Katakata, she'll ask, need your legs, and if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. Yeah, that's a weird thing with Japanese demons. Like, they usually have some kind of quirk, and a lot of the times it's tied into Japanese sensibilities about respect. Like, if you encounter a kappa, if you bow to one, it is obligated and duty-bound to bow back to you. And you can basically do this over and over and over again in order to, like, basically slowly back away from it. But hey, I think I figured out why she's called Katakata. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling into train tracks in Hokkaido, so maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. That's a thing. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? You got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the fourth floor. Come on, let's head up for the elevator. Don't you mean the elevator? Alright, come to us, O Reaper Elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything. There's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is that too much to ask? Hey, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Wow, it never took her to be the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. Man, we're getting worried about you. Why don't we take a little break at K Cafe? When we met up earlier yesterday afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use the break room. As a break room, it shouldn't be locked. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. Accuse the rest of her all that investigating. We can't. There's still Katsu to check. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's go inside K Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? Nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? Ah, it is Ozzy Matthew Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, the Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May, really. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Eep! What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko. But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Maybe it's a cop. A sound now. Did they just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. It came. I knew it was real. Tip tap. Oh my god, does that sound... Is that Master Tip Tap? Kata. That's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Yeah. Yeah. Wait, was that somebody's voice? What's going on? What are you kids doing in here? We can ask the same question. Why are you here so late? Late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come in here to relax around this time. Huh? It's not even 4 yet. Actually, it makes sense. My camera tends to get up really early, too. I get it now. That's why the K Cafe owner had used place unlocked. So this guy can use it. Snek, what's wrong? Am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What are you blabbering about now, Kata? Those dentures, they're making that chatting noise because they're misaligned. You came from the elevator, it should make you the Reaper? Who are you calling a Reaper? And the tapping sound was to come from... No! He's telling me this old guy is the one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be kidding. Aww. May's mournful cries we heard all throughout the building that night. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all of the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found out. What's so good about it? It was all just because the old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps, but as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say such strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kind of get it, but don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read too deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our boundless passion and imagination. That's a fantastic attitude to have. Wow, Kenji, it's actually kind of cool of you to say that. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about it. Oh no, I'm so glad I took them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying any attention to what's going on? So, do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's really inside those files? Really, Manaka? Maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. That's no fair. Man, here I was thinking I was acting cool for once, too. Can't you did great. Don't let them get you down. Just try a little harder next time. Hee. Well, I'm gonna take off now. Catch you later. Looks like it's just the two of us against Snek. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that these issues have been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little. Those occult club kids or something, though. They're growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start to be your friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right? Hey. What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels real nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko. Yay, go team! Top Cyber Sleuth. I don't think you can go further than the top. It's always interesting and mysteries often lead and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Guess not that soon, huh? It's not going to affect Examon for a while. Be productive. Take on some cases. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left knocking on Broadway. There's something been troubling him. Go find him. Alright, at least that's some direction for a change. We'll just... Well, why don't we just go to K Cafe, since that's where we saw him last, and just work our way down. Wait, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Yep. No matter how wacky things come outside, we're happy and open to serve. How about a cup of the special blend? Joko, right, welcome. Alright, so he's not here, and neither's the old man. Things are calmed down outside. Well, my sense of pretty gross. Amazing as always, boss. I'm saving up money, so I can't drink any. Metal Maniac, somebody really likes them, right? I gave him some rare metals the other day, and he paid me a whole lot for them. Not really sure what makes them any of them rare. Metals, he'll show you his collection. Alright, let's go down the floor and resume our search. Oh. That was a good strategy. It's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. What happened? Pete disappeared in front of you. Let's come back for now. A new case has come in that's cause for concern. Could be related to what you just witnessed. Alright. Ghost Cat Building. I've been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. This comes from Old Man Mizushima. I remember him as the one who's behind those 4 urban legends you recently investigated with the occult club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for down-to-earth gigs like this one. Mizushima said he'd be waiting for you at K-Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. Wouldn't hurt to go on ahead and check things at the cafe, so go do that. Alright. A lot of back and forth this update, but it's been pretty low impact, so can't complain too much. Huh? Feels like it stopped. I wonder if it was an earthquake. Welcome, grab a drink. Earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. Old Man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You usually met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. Next day, early morning. Let's head for K Cafe. Why? Why not just warp me there? I know you don't want to autopilot it, but like, come on. It's you again. I've been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon but couldn't find me. You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. The sun is done. Let's just let bygones see bygones. Start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. Are you at K Cafe right now? I'm getting readings of really strong digital wave vibrations on the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause. What's that, an earthquake? No, I confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing an intense digital wave. It's... I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just as they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me up from this. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not. Snek, please, leave me alone. Let things just stay the way they are. Sorry, Miko. I'm sorry. Did I finally get through to you again? Vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out of there, and the old internet line that computer is hooked up to. So much so, in fact, they're forming a cybernetic ley line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time for its effects are felt in the real world. Snek, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm counting on you. Well, let's get to it then. Oosh. Please let me be. Don't wake me from the stream. What's going on at Pete? Only one way to find out. Yep. I just have to dive straight in and figure things out. What? Oh, there's a break in the path. That's odd. I didn't even see that at first. This place is all kinds of bendy. Here, what might make things a little easier for us. It's a little bit of that. Pretty decent XP though, not bad. Nope. It's the first time one of these has actually been remotely complicated. Alright, back on track. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. I'm of the mindset that an unpleasant reality is preferable to a nice falsehood. Ha, nice. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to a major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed. The site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers, and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. These two detectives eventually showed up, Kyoko and Snek. Snek asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. And I'm really happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. Huh. Alright then. The mystery thickens, or at the very least, it congeals a little. Oops. Knocking on Broadway Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public work projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was in that point that attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into an area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't time to even think about preparing a proper blueprints for NB at that stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyume Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's one in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing and I can't dance. When I can do is curl up and fall asleep in Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. Alright. Check it. Who was the undead Digimon king born from a nasty computer virus? It'd have to be Myotismon. Polydramon's a dragon, for starters. Seriously? I thought I could crack purples. What gives? All of my hate. Not coming back for it. Alright. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 3. With no blueprint to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors, as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at the cost of some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me once that he and his son had been to a world fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made them tired, but he said his son still had a good time. People call Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out much with his son. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in the computer room. So that's okay, I'm content. Yeah, it turns out it helps if you push the button. This way. Knocking on Broadway Construction Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners and who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW was an exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought the real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that the formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshido always has me sitting in his lap, petting my head nice and gently. I love Yoshido. Yoshido always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name. Yoshido gave me it to me, so I love it. I think we're starting to see the broader picture form, yes. Cool. Back to work, guys. Standing right here, guys. Oh, yeah, my Osman. Thought so. Wait, he needs to stay a data type, right? So we'll just make him into a Mega Seadramon! Maximize ABI of a single Digimon? Like the actual ABI stat? I did that a while ago. Oh. No, ABI's maximum is 200, not the 80 required to Digivolve. It's fine. I will simply accept that at face value and not think about how dumb I am. No, I went that way already. Where have I not gone? There weren't any other paths, were there? There's a teleport pad right next to it. And we're back. Sorry about that, I got a little lost, and I realized I had actually stepped past the teleporter I needed way back at the start of the dungeon, and I spent an embarrassingly long time running in circles fighting the same champion-level Digimon over and over. So, yeah, we're past that now. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded by the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for such things as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark, can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark, I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshido's not here, I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshido, where are you? Yoshito. Please sit me on your lap. Pet my head again. Yoshito. 2. Oh, Yoshito. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun, though I have to say this is a bit more than what I bargained for. This keeps up the building's gonna collapse, for sure. Who am I? Anybody tell me. Hang on. Come on, special move. Quake, blast, fire... Father? Who am I? That's right, my name is Miko. Yep. Yoshido's my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshi isn't calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Phew, looks like the tremors stopped just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Miko, it's really you. Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd have never lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. What's going on here? I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in this building away from my family. The computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of my family, Fuyumi, Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up, and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. In the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up, and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I'll never, ever forget this day. That means that Digimon was already in the real world? I see. Nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. Our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. Somehow, using the building's intranet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. So that is what you were insisting. Okay. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Snek? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt that it happened. It's amazing just how much, and yet how little, the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all these years is because of the digital wave abnormalities that we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizushima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case we solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he would be reported, you'd think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If you look into his backstory, you might be able to find our answer pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. That's understandable. Then it's probably best that we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the Occult Club kids know about this, but they'd have a real field day going after it. I mean, they come face to face with a real... You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. It's not our business. Not all the mysteries in this world need to be solved. Knocking on Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living. The normal and the surreal. And now, the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Boom. Well, looks like it's just you and me here again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. Better get more clients to keep them warm. And we're going to use that free memory up. Holy crap, I had a whole bunch that I hadn't used. I am so dumb. It's fine. No new cases. It's not going to take effect. I'm going to be productive on some cases. Aye. Is that plot relevant? Nope, that was a coincidence. In fact, let's ask Mirai. Or not. Hey. Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odaiba. Suido said the weekend Examon will be heading back there. It's your chance to beat Examon. Help Suido. Listen up, though. Come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else. Just you. See you later. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to go great. Correctamundo answers father. That's where we're going to leave it for now. We even covered a lot of mysteries here on Knocking Out the Day, and next time we'll be going to Odaiba to face off with Examon. So look forward to that, and I'll see you there.